it's Mandy and I'm here with Jess. We're back at it again and it's October 1st.
Yes.
Probably not when I upload this, but whatever. Today is October 1st and we're wearing our Halloween get-ups. It's actually kind of like a tradition that we film together on October 1st. I don't know why, that's just a thing. We should keep that up.
We should.
Keep it going.
I agree.
But today we're gonna do another creepy video. I wanted to do the most famous, creepiest, real ghost pictures, like ghosts captured in pictures that people have gotten. And they're like the longest video title in the world.
Not clickbait.
Not clickbait. This one is Lord Combermere from 1891. And from all of these photos, apparently, because they've been around for a while, a lot of like professional like picture scientist people have looked into these pictures and like have verified that they are real, that they're
not tampered
with, that it's not Photoshop, but I guess you guys can decide for yourselves. Yeah. This one is very well known. It was taken in the library of Combermere Abbey in Cheshire, England by Sybil Corbett, and it clearly shows a picture of a figure sitting in the chair on the left. It's believed to be the ghost of Lord Combermere, a British cavalry commander in the 1800s. Wow. You see it?
Yeah, I do.
Isn't that creepy?
That's terrifying. And this is like right around when cameras were just starting to be used.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I definitely think that that's real. Doesn't creep me out though. It just looks, if it's him, he's just chilling in his library.
Like in his chair.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of cute.
It's sweet. It's sweet.
It's sweet.
That's hella creepy. So this is Goddard Square Drawn, Freddie Jackson, 1919. This image was taken by Sir Victor Goddard of his squadron. Squadron. Squidward. In 1919, the ghostly image behind the fourth sailor from the left at the top is believed to be the...
Are you okay?
I need glasses.
Take a second.
It's believed to be a Freddie Jackson. Jackson died a few days before the photo was taken by walking into a moving propeller. That's awful.
That's really scary. The only like rational thing I can think of is, I don't know if you know like camera history, but back around this time to take a picture you had to stand there for I think 30 seconds to a minute. You had to stand like completely still for the photo to be taken. So sometimes people would walk behind a photo or, you know, be there for 1 second and it makes it look like a ghost when it's not. That's just like a logical explanation, but you're right, it could be a ghost. But let's say a man did walk behind him for 15 seconds of the 30 seconds, it would appear he would look like a ghost when he wasn't. But that's just me being rational.
I feel like if that was the case in a picture, it would be a little bit more blurry than what this is.
Yeah. It looks like he was standing there.
Very specific, yeah. Because I know that what you're saying is true, but I've also seen what that looks like.
Yeah.
And that's very detailed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the mouth and the nose and everything.
Yeah, and the look on his face.
But is it too detailed for a ghost? You know what I mean?
I don't know, what do you guys think? Okay, so I've seen this one before. I don't know the history behind it, but you guys have probably seen it too because it's very famous. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've covered this on my channel before.
The Brown Lady, 1936. This photo of the Brown Lady is considered by many to be actual photographic evidence of ghosts. It was taken at Raham Hall in Norfolk, England in 1936. There had allegedly been many sightings of the figure before this photo, and it's said to be the ghost of the Lady Townshend. She was locked in a room in the hall by her husband when he found out about her infidelity and left her there to die. So...
yeah, and this photo has been analyzed by so many people, paranormal investigators, and they can't find anything tampered with, especially because this photo was found, like, in an old dusty room. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's scary.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what I think of this photo, because I feel like, I just don't know. I can't be sure of it, you know?
It could be a trick of the light. And like I say, like old cameras are very finicky. So, ew.
Okay. So, this is Miss Andrews' Baby, 1947. This photo of a child appearing over a grave was taken by Miss Andrews in 1947. She noticed the ghost when she had the film developed, but said it was her daughter in the picture. Despite there being some graves for children nearby, the child in the picture has never been identified.
So said it wasn't her daughter, which is weird because she's at her daughter's grave. But it wasn't her daughter in the picture. So it's like another baby appeared there that wasn't the ghost of her daughter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. Like, I can believe it. I cannot believe it. I don't know. It's not like I'm like, for sure.
It's not even the fact that it's a ghost that's unsettling me. It's the fact that it's not her daughter.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, like, our aunt died. And we went to visit her grave and took a picture there, and you looked at the photo and some other lady
well,
was
I think
there.
that's sweet in a way, especially because it's a child. Like, it kind of shows that they're, because it's like a baby graveyard kind of thing, because it said despite there being a bunch of baby graves there, that baby is clearly like with hers, like they're together. Because otherwise, like, why would it be sitting on the grave of her child? You know, like, they're together.
I don't know, it's kind of frustrating. Because, like, of all things, you want to see your own kid and, like, this
Do
other
you
kid.
though? Do you?
If there's gonna be something.
I wouldn't.
Wouldn't that confuse you? That would confuse me more.
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to see a ghost of you.
If I was smiling.
Ew!
No, like, if I looked happy and I was letting you know that, like...
I would not want that. I would not want that.
You don't want me to haunt you?
No. This is terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
This is terrifying. I don't know if it's real. Apparently all of these are.
No, this is real. This is real. When this photo was taken, the people who took the photo showed everybody. And back then there were no computers. There was nothing to edit photos with. Right when this was taken in the 1950s, this went crazy viral. And there was no photo manipulation back then. So this was real, and this family was actually terrified by it.
That is so demonic. That is so demonic. This image was taken at some point in the 1950s, shows a small family sitting at a table. Two boys sit happily on their mother's laps, but a pretty terrifying and unexpected guest has also dropped in, hanging disturbingly from the rafters. Could have been somebody who died that way in the house. Or could just be something really demonic. I mean, the blackness of it all.
Yeah, there's nothing even rational about this that I can think of.
Because it's not like a hanging. It's he's hanging by his feet.
Ew, this is like tripping me out.
Upsetting you, right?
Yeah.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting. Okay. Corroboree Rock, 1959. I really like these because they're all like older photos, which makes them more authentic.
Nowadays,
seeming.
like with
You don't
photos
know.
being taken, you have no idea.
You
People
don't
are
know.
manipulating it. We have Photoshop. We have all kinds of crazy editors
Yeah.
that can do anything. Think about movies. All the special effects nowadays. Like these, when they were found in the 50s or earlier, they didn't have that.
Yeah.
So.
Nobody knows who the ghostly figure in this photo is, but it was taken in Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia in 1959. Some people think it was just a case of a double exposure,
Like I said.
while others think it could be a spirit watching us or something else because it looks like they're holding binoculars.
This could be
I don't
rationally
know.
explained. It looks pretty cool, but it could just be a girl walking by and the camera caught it.
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Definitely looks legit. For sure it looks legit. I mean, or it could just be somebody in there. Like,
Yeah.
but also, like, the people who, like, have these photos would, like, say, like, nobody was there, you know? The Backseat Ghost, March 1959. This photo was taken by Mabel Chinnery. Might not be pronouncing any of these names right, I'm sorry. In 1959, it shows her husband in his car with allegedly her dead mother-in-law in the back seat. While paranormalists believe it to be real, Others have debunked it as being another case of double exposure. But it looks like they're wearing glasses, and this one doesn't. That to me, like, I can believe that.
I don't think it's him.
No.
I think the person's wearing glasses and it's being reflected, but how would you just assume it's your mother-in-law? You can barely even see any details on the face or anything.
But she took the picture, knowing that it was just him in it, in the car. His wife took the picture.
I don't know, man. This is creepy.
And I think, like, you know if it's your mother-in-law. You know. If they're dead and you see them, you would recognize
why
them.
wouldn't they show a picture of the mother-in-law with this to prove it?
Maybe they did. I don't know. This is just the famous ghost pictures.
Yeah, I mean, it's really scary.
Ooh. Okay. That looks evil.
Yes.
Newby Church, 1963. Some analysts think this photo was taken... Okay. At Newby Church in Nork, Yorkshire.
Nork York. And North York.
Guys, I'm dyslexic and I also need glasses.
Did you go to North York this summer?
In North Yorkshire, England. Oh, wait.
But it looks to be a fake because the character looks like it's been posing too much. However, the person who took this photo says there was nothing visible to the naked eye when he took it. So he's claiming that when he took this photo, nothing was there. So this is sort of a take his word for it photo.
I don't know. I don't think it's real. The numbers. We just saw a car roll up and we just finished doing her curse number video. Okay, this one is pretty famous as well.
I did this one on my channel too.
It's actually very scary.
Yep.
I definitely do believe in it. Tulips staircase ghosts. I'm like, Tulip staircased ghosts. I can't read.
Okay, just take it slowly.
Tulip staircase ghost, 1966. This photo, taken inside the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, England, clearly shows a ghost figure holding the handrail of the Tulip staircase. Photo experts have all agreed that it hasn't been tampered with, so is considered a genuine example of ghost's existence.
Yeah, and also, like, this staircase, there's been so many sightings before this photo was taken from different people who didn't know each other who complained about seeing a woman on this staircase. So finally, a photo was taken and proved their stories.
So, like, these places are still, like, around?
For the most part. I mean, a lot of them are. I don't know. I think this one still is.
Like, going there.
That'd be cool.
That'd be so cool. I would love to go to these places and just check them out. Worsted Church, 1975.
Ew.
Peter Berthelot.
He births a lot.
Berthelot took this photo. He births a lot. Of his wife Diane sitting on a pew at the Worsted Church in Norfolk.
The worst church.
England in 1975. When they had the film developed, they noticed a ghost sitting on the pew behind Diane. A man allegedly stayed in the church all night sometime in 1830 to try and disprove the theory of ghosts, but he claimed the following morning he had in fact seen the white lady seen in this picture.
Wow.
So he was a non-believer, which I find that the stories of people who say, I never believed in ghosts, I was never a believer, and this is what happened to me, those are the people that I believe the most.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to disprove something, and in their research of disproving it, they learn that it proves it, and that's terrifying to me because I feel like that's such a rare occurrence as well, because I feel like when you don't believe in something, it won't happen for you, it won't work for you, because I feel like you're putting that energy into the world. But if you really truly do believe in something, just like I said in my previous videos about, you know, conjuring up, like if you go and do the Bloody Mary game, not necessarily is Bloody Mary gonna come after you, but if you're conjuring up something negative, and you believe in it, something could happen. and it might not necessarily be Bloody Mary or the Candyman. It could just be like a negative entity or spirit that you're conjuring up because you believe that it's real. So I definitely believe this is real.
Me too.
Because once you know the story behind it, it makes it more like believable, because like just looking at this, it just looks like somebody sitting in a pew.
It almost looks like a painting though. But I guess it was taken on an old camera.
Ooh.
I know, I hate this.
This one gets me every time. Amityville Ghost, 1976. This has to be one of the most famous ghost pictures of all time. This photo was taken by Ed and Lorraine Warren. Claims to show the ghost of 9-year-old John DeFeo. DeFeo, along with his other brother, 2 sisters, and parents, were killed by his older brother, Ronald. 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 Ronald! Have you never seen the name Ronald? We shouldn't be we're not laughing at the situation. No. It's a horrible situation. The name. Ronald at their house in Amityville. Ed and Lorraine Warren were
Ed and Lorraine Warren, a lot of you guys know about. They're paranormal investigators, very famous. Are you okay?
Very famous. She's going off script.
So, they walked into this house and captured this photo of this boy. They were using an infrared camera.
Infrared?
That's what it's called. It's a night vision camera, and they captured this photo, and it's really haunting, because if you take the actual picture of what this boy looked like when he was alive and compare it to this picture, it looks exactly the same. So
his eyes.
Yeah, but it's also sad, because if he was murdered there and his spirit is still there, it just seems so unfinished. And it just
to be honest, like in my personal opinion, that does not look like something that's pure. Like, for me, that everything about this house, everything about the situation, even the little boy in this picture, to me, looks very evil. Like, it could be very well something demonic showing itself in that way, but the vibes that I get from this whole thing, and even, like, from the Ed and Lorraine Warren experiences at the Amityville house, was nothing other than pure evil. Yeah. So I just don't think that anything pure and innocent, like a little boy, would be living in that or dwelling in that, because I feel like they would have picked up on that. But this just screams evil to me. So it's
disguised as something that
it screams evil to me. The whole situation is just... And the fact that that house is still standing.
I can't believe they didn't tear that down. But I think they're afraid it'll let out the spirits.
That's exactly why they have their museum.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just covered that. The Toys R Us ghost.
Is that Toys R Us?
Yeah, they did a seance because there's a haunted Toys R Us in, I believe, California. And they did a seance. And during the seance, nobody was standing back there. They were all sitting in a circle. And that figure showed up in the background. They're in the aisle of Toys R Us doing the seance, and something showed up, so...
What about that thing? What's that?
I don't know.
St. Botolph's Church, 1982. If you look carefully in the upper right-hand corner of this photo, you can just make out a translucent figure. It was taken at St. Botolph's Church in 1982. And at that time, there were only 3 people in the building. A builder later contacted Chris Brakely, who took the photo to tell him he recognized the face as being the same as someone he's previously seen in a coffin at the church. How do you, like, memorize the faces of dead people in coffins?
I don't know.
That's, like, really eerie.
That's almost weirder than the actual photo.
I think that's way weirder. Why are you, like, staring at a stranger's face that's dead?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jess! Scaring me! Oh,
I'm so hungry.
Oh my gosh. That's so sad. The ghost pilot In 1987, Miss Sayre was visiting airfield in England with her friend.
Airfield.
That's how it was written, people. She thought it would be fun to take a photo of her sitting in the cockpit. When the image was developed, there was a man sitting in the pilot's seat who hadn't been there when the photo was taken. A long-lost pilot? No one is sure. That's creepy.
The paragraph is so cheesy. A long-lost pilot?
Pauling Fire Department, 1988. The white figure in this photo is believed to be some sort of an angel overlooking Rose.
Roast.
I said Rose. Benuto.
We have to get it together. It's gonna seem like we're making fun of the
No,
people.
it's the names. They're so absurd. Who was involved in the car crash? She said.
Sorry.
She said it could have been taken.
So she said this car crash was a miracle because it was so terrible and she survived through it. And when they took a photo, there was this like light figure, and she says it was an angel who protected her during this car crash. So it's just
That's
like
creepy.
the later we get, like 1995, you didn't have editing tools and stuff. I feel like the later we get in the years, the more it could be disproven. But
we're coming up to the end, guys. The Wem Town Hall Ghost, November 1995. That's after you were born. Although Tony O'Reilly's O'Malley the Alley Cat.
oh my gosh.
Photo appears to show the ghost of a young girl in the doorway to a burning down Wem Town Hall. It was later deemed to be fake. The girl in question apparently appears on a postcard that appeared in the local paper. So it is fake. Wow, you're right.
I've done that one.
That is insane. Grandpa's Ghost, August 1997. Denise Russell took this photo of her grandma, who lived alone at the time, on 17 August 1997. Even though the photo had been developed, copied, and given to her other family members, nobody noticed the male figure standing over her
Okay, that's dumb.
until
There's
Christmas
absolutely
Day.
no way. Like,
Think about grandma's photos though. We never noticed anything about her photos, and she found like ghosts in like 3 or 4 of them when she like zoomed in on them on her computer.
yeah, but you don't have to zoom in. I mean, like, if I didn't know this was a ghost photo and someone just showed this to me, I'd be like, there's a guy in the background.
Well, they might have like noticed that there was a man, but they might have not noticed that it was their grandpa.
I don't know, she has a head coming out of her head. Like, I feel like it's really obvious.
I don't know. I feel like that's just sad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is manipulated.
I don't either.
She doesn't look like a woman who would be like, yeah, let's put my dead husband and pretend.
No.
Like, usually if someone passes away, you wouldn't fool around with that.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
So, like, I think this is legit.
I think it's legit. Okay, this video is already insanely long, so I will do the rest of these photos on my channel because we are on my channel. I will do this. I will do the rest of
Part
these
2.
photos like on my own because ew. In the basement by myself with the spiders and ghosts and demons and everything
Let's
in
do
between.
it when Luke is home.
Yeah. I will finish up these photos. I'll make a number 2 for this video, so stay tuned for that. There's a lot more, and I don't want to like rush through them or skip over them because they're very, very interesting and I want to cover them for you guys. So tune in for next time. I will do this. I will continue this. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
And if you guys like this video, click that thumbs up button. If you like me and my channel, please hit subscribe and click the notification bell because I do make videos every single week.
And if you like me, give this video a thumbs up.
Go check out her channel if you haven't already. We did the calling curse numbers on her channel and it's modern, it's up to date, 2019, scary stuff. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.